Hey everybody, this is Kiki from Niar Designs. I pray you're all doing well and are doing something that makes you happy. We are back with hashtag How Do You Do Art, hosted by Sharyl at The Whole Bucket. I got this idea from Dawn at Four Grace Creations, and also Patti at The Bumbling Crafter uses this too, and I love this idea. This way you already know what we're doing. So anyway, I love it. So thank you to Dawn and to Patti. I don't know if I said that in my prior video for How Do You Do Art, but in case I haven't, here we go. Okay, before we start and I tell you what my idea is for today, we have to get into our God's gift box. Of course. Okay. I stand at the door and knock. If any man hear my voice and open the door, I will come into him and will sup with him and he with me. Revelations 3:20. Lord, teach me to listen. Help me to creatively wait in thy presence. May thy voice find mine a listening ear. Because sometimes, a lot of times, listening is so much more than speaking, I find. You know, I used to tell my students and my kids, I call them all my kids, my own children and my students. I always used to say to them, I asked a question, why do you think God gave us 2 eyes, 2 ears? Even your nose has 2 nostrils, but only 1 mouth. And so I answered that with, because we have to observe more, smell our surroundings, and not just like smell the roses, but that too. But use your senses, smell, discernment, smell out things in life. Listen closer and speak less. So anyway, so we are making masterboards, and last time we answered some questions that had come from the gang at How Do You Do Art, all of the collaborators, and of course everybody will be listed in the description. Please go say hello, and yeah, you know, if you like what you see, please subscribe, and let's oh my gosh, let us show our support. Oof, I don't know why that was so difficult, Kiki. I have no idea. But anyway, here we go. And just because this is like a collaboration doesn't mean that you can't join. So please play along. It's so much fun. And if you do, and if you are on social media, any platform, please use the hashtag HowDoYouDoArt. And definitely tag me. I know Sharyl would like to see what you created. I definitely would, and I'm sure so would the rest of the collaborators. And they are extremely talented. Okay, so a masterboard. Today I thought we've done masterboards using washi tape and fabric and different types of book pages and music sheets and all this. But I never know what to do with 12 by 12 paper, especially those that either I don't particularly love, if you will, or love less, or those that really cannot be used because of their um, their art, their illustrations. They really can't be used in our, well, in my, anyway, I should say, in my normal journal. Meaning, I usually take, let me see if I have one here. Here, I'll use, oh, this is perfect. It's one of my own papers. I usually take an 8.5 by 11 sheet of paper. This is the one that I used my paints on. Not paints, sorry, my inks on. And I fold it in half. And this would give me then 4 pages. 1, 2, 3, 4. And that's usually what I use in my journals, either that or smaller. I've not gone larger. I don't like working, personally, I don't like working with very large pieces of paper. I much prefer 8.5 by 11 or smaller. So I got out 12 by 12 scrapbook paper. And as you can see, it is very pretty. I actually really love this. And you could always, I don't know what that was. It's my neighbor's. I hope we're not gonna, okay. And I really love the flowers. And yes, you can cut the flowers out and use them as tuck spots and different things. Absolutely. And you could very well do that. But I thought, why not use the opposite side, since this is a one-sided scrapbook paper, and this way, if I wanted to use this for another project, I could, because it's double-sided. So I thought, okay, what haven't I used in a Masterboard? So I went through some tissue paper, napkins, and I even have some of my tea papers. This one we did together when I did the wax. So I did that with crayons. I melted crayons on it. And if you're interested in that video, that would be on hashtag ABC April 2025 for the day is W. I don't remember exactly which date of the month that was, but it was for the letter W wax. And I also did this one, I believe. So I thought, why not? If we use it, we use it. If not, not. Sharyl from the Whole Bucket had also given me this piece of tissue paper, which, as you can see, I've already used some, and I used it. Now look at the difference. I just want to show you really quick how bright and beautiful that is. But I used this in last month's How Do You Do Art project, where we altered paintbrushes, and this is that paper. Look at the difference. Isn't that that's awesome? But I used different sprays with that, and again, you can see that on last month's project. So I just wanted to show you the difference and the things you can do with tissue paper. Oh my gosh, I can't reach. Okay. I also have some napkins. So I have this one, which I thought was very pretty, and I kind of like that together. And I have to say, this is probably one of my favorites. I love this blue and yellow together, but it also has the green. So I thought, how pretty would that be as well? It would, you know, bring out that bright yellow. in here. It would just bring it out more, I think. And this blue is just, and lemons. Who doesn't like lemons, right? Then I thought, to tone it down, why not bring in a lighter blue, because there is light blue in this tissue paper as well. So we have this kind of very light turquoisey blue. It does have that yellow in it, also has pinks and red and oranges, as you can see. So I figured, hey, why not try a mixture of these and see what happens. The worst that can happen is that we don't use this side at all. We just use that side. So I've not, nothing happened, right? So for this, I don't think I'm going to cut the different tissues and napkins. I think I'm just going to tear. I have already taken all of the backing off, so these are all one ply already. To start, I thought I'd make my life easier and get this done to begin with. So that's that. I have not, as you can see, I've not inked around this, and I'm still trying to think if I will. I don't have any, let me turn this over so you can see. I don't have any pink or green ink, but I do have this speckled egg, which I love. And of course, we also have this antique linen, which is a tanny yellow. So I thought we could use that just around the edges and see, because I don't want it to be so white, but we'll see how that comes out. So I think that that's what I'm going to do first. I'm just going to, I'm not going to wet it. I am going to use one of these daubers to go around it, and then I will come back and let you see what it is before we start putting the napkins and tissue down. Okay, I'll be right back. And we're back. Look what happened, guys. Oh, I love it. That's exactly what I thought in my mind. Like, that's what I was hoping for, I should say. And I think it's so pretty all the way around. I know my cord is leaving a shadow. I apologize. The lighting here is awful. But yeah, so I did what I said. I went around the whole thing with antique linen first, and I went in, as you can see, a little bit deeper. Then just around the edges, I went in with the speckled egg. And I wanted these green and the blue spots, the yellow coming in. I like that blending of them both. I really like this a lot, and look how pretty it goes with that. Let's see this. Oh, look how pretty. Even with that, because it picks up on the, like the little gold. And we can use gold splatters too. And let's see. I'm sure this will look as nice. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's really, really pretty. I love that. Okay, so now my idea is, and I'm not going to care so much if some of the edges show, especially now, because I really do like the way that it came out. I love the mix of these two colors. I was going to try vintage photo, but I think it'll bring in too much brown, so I decided against that. I think I'm just going to stick with these two for now. It could change, who knows. So what I'm going to do now is I am going to like come in and literally just tear. Not straight. I would rather it wonky than straight. I'm definitely looking for wonky edges here. So just something like this that I can then, I'm going to also, I don't want any of these straight edges. So I will come in and tear these straight edges as well. I would prefer them not be straight, but of course, you know, you do you. And these are too small. I have enough. So, yeah, you do you. If you like a more straighter, then please cut or, you know, do whatever you like to do and how you like to do. That's the whole part of it. So I am going to go ahead and just cut, or not cut, but I should say tear, probably a rectangle square into each of the napkins. And again, I'm not worried about the edges. And when I'm done, I will come back and we'll go from there. All right, guys, see you in a sec. Okay, so as you can see, I changed my mind. Once I started putting the tissue paper or the napkins down, I was a little weary of once I glue it, it's going to be a lot more see-through. So I wanted some color popping up from all the white. Not so much on this, obviously, but especially this one because it's so light. That's a double sheet, but as you can see, and then imagine that, you know, transparent. And then, of course, this one is, there's a lot of white in this. So anyway, I have it all laid out how I want it. I'll show you in just a second. And then I will show you a couple pieces how I'm going to glue it. Reach it. I am going to use my favorite glue for this type of project, which is the Elmer's Clear. This stuff is amazing. I love it so much for napkins and tissue paper. Not so much for obviously fabrics and stuff like that, but for this type, it doesn't rip, it doesn't pull. I really like it. Yeah, let me show you. And what I did is I first put it all down on this paper, and then I moved it to the pad that this came from. Apologies for the noise. So like that. And this is basically what it's going to look like. I'm going to put the rainbow tissue paper down underneath it all. This way I can put the patterned paper on top of it, but also it will, hopefully, it will blend. The green, please don't look at the green. That's obviously the cover. But I'm hoping that it will all blend in a lot nicer once, of course, it's glued down. So, yeah, I'm going to use that as like a second base, if you will. So I do have also some additional questions, and these came from some of the comments that I had received in the past. And also I asked some of my friends and family what type of questions do they think would be interesting for people to know about what I do. So hopefully they're okay, and definitely if you guys would like to answer them yourselves, I personally, and I know others would as well, would love to hear your answers. I just want to, you know what, let me pause. Let me get the glue and my paper towels and everything, and then we'll start gluing. I'll be right back. And I forgot to pause. Oh my goodness. Okay, I'm going to use the top to my, this is my little watering jar. So I'm going to use the top to put my glue on. This way I can move it where I want and the papers won't go flying because, you know, it is me after all we're talking about. So I'm just going to put my glue. Uh-oh. Hello? Why? Okay, it's good enough. Yeah, so I'm just going to put a bunch of glue on here to start with. And it does have a little lip, so the glue won't, I don't know if you can see that clear, but it does have like a little bit of a lip going up. So it should hold the glue in place. Let's pray that it does. I have some paper towels, and I am going to move this a little bit this way, and I will be moving it. But I don't think that I'll be doing this the whole, you know, for all of it. Just as a start so you can see. I always put down the glue first. And what I'll do is I'll put it down first for each piece, and then I'll go over the entire piece at the end. So usually if I'm just doing one piece, I'll put the glue down, put the piece, and then put some glue on top of it. But I don't think I'll be doing that for this particular project. I think I'm going to lay them all down, then put glue on the top to really seal it in. And if I need to, I also have a sealer that's an aerosol. I'll show you that. Actually, let me show you that now so I don't forget. It's acrylic sealer. It's Aleene's matte finish, fast drying, non-yellowing, yada, yada, yada. Of course, since it's raining right now and it's a bit chilly, I won't be doing this tonight. I'll probably do that tomorrow if it's not raining, because I'm not going to do that in the house. Number one, I will definitely get a headache from that one. Okay, so let us begin. What is your favorite, or what is your favorite tool or tools? Well, if you guys have been watching me for a while, that you will know I use, I would say, the tiny attacher I use very often. For one, I'm not big on large staples, but I like the effect, especially if you use like layers, like for clusters and things like that. I'm not saying go out and buy one, but if you happen to see one on sale or whatever, I would highly recommend that. And also, and I'm sure this works for all staplers, but what I do, if you want to hide your staple, I take a Sharpie pen and I go over the staple with the Sharpie, and it works quite well, and it does not it doesn't come out. I really like the effect. And if this wrinkles, that's perfect. I would prefer it to wrinkle a little bit. But I do want to, before I move the paper, I don't want to ruin the back side of this paper if there's not a need for it. So again, I am going to put down all the like tissue, or yeah, the tissue type paper first, as I would like to put the other papers on top of it. And I only have like 3 or 4 pieces, so it shouldn't be that bad. Next is the crocodile. As far as tools, I use that, and if you like eyelets and you know, to put as, you know, for charms and things like that, I would definitely recommend a crocodile. I love the effect. I love the versatility. So if you have a chance, again, that's another tool that I really, really like. And that's one that I couldn't make on my own, if you will. But something, it doesn't have to be a crocodile per se, but an eyelet setter, let's say. A hole punch eyelet setter, I would definitely highly recommend. And also a die cutting machine. If you like to die cut or emboss, it's very versatile, and you can just do so much with it. And it doesn't have to be a Sizzix, or I do not have a Sizzix. Hubby got me, I can't remember the name of the machine, but I actually have a review on my channel. I have a video. When I first got it, I opened it with you guys, and yeah, I'm still using it. I still enjoy using it. It's really very good, actually. But yeah, if you like, you know, to make your own die cuts and stuff, I would recommend a die cutting machine. Again, doesn't have to be a Sizzix. Let's see. I think I'm going to start putting the other papers, because does this one go? Oh, it goes over that. Oh boy. Okay, so let's do this one. Oh, there is one thing, if I can find it. You know what? Hang on just a second. Let me find it so I can show you what I'm talking about. A tear ruler. This, I mean, obviously you could do whatever you want. I made this one, and it works. Beautifully, I think. You know, that's what a tear ruler is supposed to do, is, you know, tear the paper in, and it works well. I purchased this one, and this one is actually a die for the die cutting machine, but I used it as a tear ruler. Here's this edge. And as you can tell, it's very similar to the one I made. So if you guys are interested, I will definitely let you know how I made this. I use this one quite often. This, if I have a smaller piece, I'll use this, and obviously it has a different type of edge, but I don't think I've ever used this one. I always tend to go with the smaller, but of course, you know, again, you do what you like, how you like. All right, guys, I'm going to finish gluing on. Those are my, what is your favorite glue and why? Well, you know, I've already mentioned the clear glue for this type of project. I've recently, just in the past few days, have used the Barely Arts glue. I love it. There's not a strong smell. I've always, in the past, used 3-in-1 and art glitter glue. I will say I'm very pleased with this. It's non-toxic. It doesn't dry as quickly as the art glitter glue, so it does give you a little bit, like a second or so more play, and you can move your paper a little bit more, which I like as well. It dries clear, it does all that, but no smell. That means no headache for me. So I really like that. Okay, let me finish doing this, and I'll be back, and we can go over another question or so, and then I'll save a few more for the next time. All right, I'll be right back. And here we go. This is almost finished. It's not quite dry all the way, but dry enough to show you. I did cut the remainder off, and so far it looks good. So next time we get together, we'll cut it up, decorate it. I do want to stitch around the different parts. I think that would be fun. And I think that's it. So for right now, I will say goodbye. I will wish you an extremely blessed rest of your night, day, or morning, wherever you are in this world. God bless you guys. I love you, and I will see you tomorrow. Bye.